Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angel Lydia. If you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So in this video, my tips are going to be on what to do if you want to get chosen by men. I think I made a video similar to this, but this one is more so catering to what to do instead of what you're doing already. Like what you're doing wrong, I already talked about that. So in this video, it's going to be what you should do instead. Before I even get into the video, I want to say that I feel like women don't understand that we hold the power. Even though this topic or this theme of this video is get how to get chosen or what you should do to get chosen by men, you still need to understand that as a woman, you are the ultimate chooser, pretty much. You're the one that has all the power. First of all, men do things to impress us. As much as people think women are impressing men, it's the men that are doing things. Men strive to become who they want to become so they can have the woman that they want, or to have a lot of women, or to be wanted by women. We are the choosers. We are the feminine. Literally think about it. Are women the chasers? Naturally. No, we are not. We're not the chasers. So men are naturally the chaser. They are naturally the one that wants to strive to get the woman. So if men are going out of their way or doing all that they can to get the right woman or the woman that they want, or women, then who has the power really? As much as men think they have the power, you need to remind them. Before you remind them, you yourself have to be aware of your power. You need to be aware that you are the ultimate chooser. Okay? Now let's get into the video. Point number one. If you want to get a man to choose you, for example, make you his wife, make you his girlfriend, whatever in your head that you think you want, if you want this, point number one is to remind men that they are leaders. The best tip I can give to women is to stroke a man's ego. Men's ego are literally their downfall. It's literally their downfall, and we have to make use of it to our advantage, because at the end of the day, not in a manipulative way, but in a way of, okay, I know what you want, I'm gonna give it to you. Men want their ego to be stroked. As for women, I mean, everybody has an ego, but women, we stroke our egos enough. Like me, I stroke my ego enough where I don't need a man to stroke my ego, literally. So what you're gonna do, remind a man that he's a leader. How are you gonna do that? Okay, for example, when he opens the door for you and you go through and you walk into the room, you're gonna wait for your man. You're not gonna lead the way. You're gonna wait for your man to lead the way. When he, like, in every situation, remind him he is the leader, even if it's to make your order, even if it is like, you have to start out simple, because especially if it's a guy that you just met or you guys are just now dating, you have to make him feel masculine around you. Make him feel like, oh, I have some authority here. She allows me to make decisions, like be in his leader energy. Like you gotta do that. You gotta do that for him. Because especially if it's a man that is naturally an alpha, he's gonna like thrive in a situation where he feels like he is being the leader. He feels like he's the leader. Like, you like, oh babe, what do you think about this? Should I order this? Or what do you think I should get? What do you like? Something like that. Like, for example, even like simply just picking out an outfit for the date. Babe, I was thinking of wearing this pink one or the red. So this is what the pink one looks like. What do you think? Which one should I get? But not overbearingly, but just like the least bit make him feel like he has some type of authority. Let him remind him that he's a leader, and he's just gonna want to start doing things in your life. Especially if you're in a situation, he's gonna be like, okay, she looks to me for other things, she's gonna need me for even more things. I need to be around because she needs me, but not need, in his head, like, she needs me. So those are the men, like, when men feel like that woman is like reliant on him a little bit and he feels like he has some type of like authority, men want to claim that authority for themselves. You making him feel like that around you, you're already chosen, girl. You're already, he feels like it's his. Like he feels like you are his. And you're literally just doing that by making him feel like you are his, making him feel that he is a leader in your life. Like men go crazy over that. They do. They do. So stop with that. Like if a man is like, oh babe, you should try this, you're like, oh, you don't own me. I'm not doing that. Da, da, da. Stop with that. Stop with that. If you are in a point in your life where you're like, I don't care what men think, da, 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 okay, by all means, do what you want. Don't let the man feel like a leader, da, da, da. But if you're watching this video, I'm thinking maybe you do. So you want him to feel like that. You know, men go off of feeling, you know. For women, it's more of like, okay, I like this guy, but like, I don't know, am I attracted? Sometimes you wonder why men marry women that you feel like is not conventionally attractive, but you don't know how that woman makes him feel, okay? You can be seductive and you can get the man you want without even being the most beautiful woman in the room. You just have to make him feel a certain type of way. Make him feel that his presence is valued and you value his opinion. It's those small things that you would be like, what? That men find so attractive, and they find like they want that feeling. They want to feel in control. They want to feel like the man. You know, make him feel like the man. Moving on to point number 2. Find your strengths and amplify them. How are we going to do that? For example, I already know my strengths are my looks, my communication, and my eye contact. I can make someone feel like they are the most important person in that room just by keeping eye contact, looking like I care so much about how they feel and what they're saying is like the most important thing. I make them feel so special just by me being in conversation with them. Like I'm truly intrigued. And that works a lot with men because men want to feel that you're present. They want to feel that you're there. Like they want to impress you, but how are they going to impress you if you're not even listening? How are they going to be that man in your life if you're not even present in the situation? You're like, you could be somewhere else. Like whatever he's doing is not that interesting to you. Men don't like that. And because it's more so about the feeling. You know how much it does for a man to be in a feminine's presence. He just wants to soak up the experience. But if you're like standoffish or not even giving him the time of day, he's gonna take that as, you know what, let me find someone else that's willing to open up. And if you're really trying to get the man that you want, that's not the reaction that you're looking for. So what you want to do is to be present, and you want to make him feel seen. Sometimes you wonder why relationships don't last because the man doesn't feel seen, like he feels, you know, and then he goes looking for that attention from someone else. I'm pretty sure women go looking for attention as well, but it's a different type of attention that we're looking for. We're not looking to have someone admire us. I feel like that's the difference between men and women. We're more so looking to be loved, not admired. Men want to be admired, okay? There's some women that their strengths are being super feminine, like a hyper feminine woman. And there's some people that does not work for. So find what works for you. Maybe it is that you're super interested in sports, and if he is as well, you're like, oh my god, like you're interested in the conversation, you're just like ready to talk to him about everything, you're ready to listen. Your strengths could be anything. It could be just looks only, but you just have to be able to use it, amplify it. Whatever you feel like your strengths are, you need to amplify it. We all have that one gift as women, like at least one. Like we all have something that makes us attractive Find out what that is for you. Sometimes it's not your looks, but it's how you can express yourself, how you act. So whatever it is, and I'm pretty sure people will probably have let you know what your strengths are. People will comment on it. I've had a lot of people say, oh, they like the eye contact that I give is kind of like refreshing, just because I make them feel like the most important person in the room, so a lot of times people already let you know what your strengths are. They'll tell you what it is. What have people always told you that's so special about you? And amplify that. Amplify it. Know who you are before you're trying to get someone else. Who are you? What makes you you? What makes you beautiful? What is something that you can amplify about yourself to get the result that you want in relationships? Point number 3 is don't be scared to ask for things, okay? For every person that has commented under my videos asking how to ask men for money, this video is for you. So, men want to give you. The men that are able to give you things or able to share with you, they want to share with you. Let me repeat. A man that is able to give you things or share with you naturally wants to share with you. Unless he's just, something's wrong with him. He has some type of like past experience, or I don't care what it is. Most men naturally are providers, naturally are protectors, naturally are stronger and everything. And it's just something about being able to share with a woman that makes a man feel so much more special. You wonder why the men that are most desirable, for example, athletes or men that are like super rich, why do they still get a wife? Why do they still want kids? They still want that responsibility, because even with all the money that they have, without a woman, it's like nothing. So understand that men, especially if those rich men that have like reached the pinnacle of their careers, are still looking to have a woman to take care of and kids and stuff, then you know that that is the ultimate dream, because they're living the ultimate dream of regular men. So look at them to realize what men's true goal is. They do still want a family. They do want a wife. They do want kids. They do want their responsibility, but they want it when they can do it. And I say that to say, a man that can give you wants to give you. He wants it. He's actually looking for a woman that he can give it to. He's looking for a woman that can make him feel like a leader. He's looking for that woman that he feels like is his dream girl. He's looking for the woman that makes him feel all those things that he thought that he would feel if he's going to be taking care of a woman, being with that woman. Okay? So there's no special way. I said this in another video. There's no special way how to ask a man for money. There's no special way. I mean, there are ways that you could be like, oh, let me ask it like this so it don't look like, no. Because guess what? For example, let me use analogy. Let's go back to the analogies, because I like to use analogies, right? Say you got 12 flowers, right? You only need one. For example, in this alternate universe, you got 12 flowers, you only need one, so you have a surplus of flowers. Your purpose of getting these flowers is to find somebody that's going to share the flowers with you, help you water them, help you grow them, help you just continue maintaining this flower, because it's your flowers, but you want somebody that's gonna come, and watch the flowers bloom with you. When someone comes in and this is the perfect person for you, you're looking for that person already, right? When they come, they show you that they're willing to come help you with those flowers if you, in return, give them one or share your flowers with them. Remember, you only need one flower. You got 12. You're looking for somebody, and this person has showed up, and they say, okay, I'm willing to come help you watch your flowers if you're willing to share them with me. What are you going to say? If this is exactly what you're looking for, you're going to say yes. So let's go back. If a man is already looking for a woman and he's already looking to take care of a woman and he has the ability to, no matter how you ask him, if you just put your hand out like this, or be like, oh, can I get some money? Babe, I need to buy this. Can you help me with this? Babe, I need help with the something I'm paying for. Da, da, da. Sometimes he'll just give it to you without you even having to ask. Because guess what? He's already looking for someone to give it to. Because what you gonna do with all that money? What you gonna do when you're looking for a woman anyway? Most of those affluent men, or most wealthy men that are single, are looking to find somebody. So if you find one, there's no how to ask, how to this, how to that. Or even if he's not that rich and he really likes you, girl, he's gonna give it to you. There's no special way. Why are you waiting to find an analogy of how to ask a man for money? I've never been scared to ask men for money. Excuse me, can you buy me this? I need something. The Bible says, ask and you shall receive. It never said ask in a pretty way. Ask, I mean, don't be rude about it, but ask, what is this? What question is this? I'm not gonna come to y'all and ask y'all how to put my clothes on. I just put it on. I'm not gonna ask you how to ask for money. I'ma just ask. I'm just going to ask. And that's all you need to do. There's no special way. If you find a man that does not have it, then no matter how you ask, you're not gonna get it. So that's the point. It's not about how you ask, it's who you asking. It's not about how you're asking, it's who you're asking. Okay? Because if he doesn't have it, he just doesn't have it. No matter how you ask, you're not gonna get it. And that's nothing to do with how you ask. It has nothing to do with you. It's just the person. So find the right target. That's the problem. Find the right person. That's where you're missing. That's where you're messing up at. Not how you asking. And if you feel uncomfortable, if the problem is you don't know how to ask, well then I don't know what to tell you. Because if a man is comfortable to kiss me, he should be comfortable to give me some money. If he's comfortable to hold my hand, he should be comfortable to give me some money or buy me something. And if you're not comfortable, well, don't touch me, don't talk to me, goodbye. What do you want? I guess you're not the man looking for the thing that I got to give. What I have to give is value. Me just standing next to you, me just being with you is value. So if you're not willing to share with me, then what's the point? And back to my analogy of the flowers. Your condition was, if you gonna share with me, then I'll come and help you bloom your flowers and stuff like that. Help it grow, watch it grow with you. So if a man is not willing to share with you, then you should not be in his presence. If you ask a man for something and he straight up tells you no, there's other men out there that will give it to you. Okay, so it's not the person you're asking. Point number 4, and this is a major point, go where you are loved. Did you guys see that black lady that went to Pakistan and she got famous? She was just a regular lady in New York and just went to Pakistan, and now everybody knows about her. People that did not even know her knows about her because she went where she was loved. I mean, there's a whole lot of stuff that probably happened after that, but the whole point is go where you are loved. It doesn't make sense to try to get people to love you when you can go where you are loved. If you realize that in your life, maybe you're dating a type of man, black man, and they're not treating you right, or you're dating white man and they're not treating you right. If you're dating a certain type of black man, you can go to African, whatever. Go where you are loved, okay? You ever seen that movie? I think it's called PHAT, Fat Girls, with Monique in it. In America, she was seen as big, but with the African man that was super fine, the African man thought she was so beautiful and he treated her like a princess. And you know why? Because in his culture, that is beauty. So you need to go where you are loved. There's probably some cultures where I'm not seen as beautiful. I'm not seen as, for example, if one culture might see me as a 10, that other culture might see me as a 4. I've accepted that. And what I'm going to do is go towards a culture that sees me as a 10 because I want to get 10 treatment. I'm not too focused on the 4. I'm not too focused. You know what I always say? If someone does not see your worth, that's okay. Because maybe I'm not for you. You don't see my worth because I'm not for you. And who sees my worth is who I'm for. So, with that being said, go where you're loved. It's never, that's why, don't ask me those questions. I've had someone reach out to me, never gonna disclose anything crazy, but she was in a relationship with a guy. He's her actual boyfriend. And she told me that they have never been on a date. They've never done a lot of things. And she was trying to get him to pay for her hair. And I'm like, my question wasn't even getting him to pay for your hair. You've already been in a relationship with him. You don't go on dates. You don't, like, he doesn't do any of those things. And she was like, oh, he promised to get my hair done, but he did not. And he still hasn't. How do I get him to do it? No. He's already, even if he is that person that would like to take you on a date, he's already gotten used to being with you. And I don't know, God knows what perks he's gotten without already having to take you on a date or even give you money or anything. So at that point, you need to go where you're loved. Because when a man truly loves you, you're not gonna have to wait so long for him to treat you right. You're not gonna have to tell him. There's certain things that you will have to tell him, but that's just like specific to you. But he'll know what to do. He'll know how to treat you. He will. You ever wonder why you will spend so much time with a man and you keep telling him, oh, I want you to do this for me. I need you to do this for me. Treat me a certain type of way. And then they never do it. And then they go with a woman and they just treat her good just like that. Just like that, because that is the woman that he wanted. Go where you are loved. Don't waste no time. I keep bringing up ex stories, but literally when I broke up with my ex, I thought that nobody would love me. Nobody would treat me how he treated me. But I found someone that treats me even better and makes me realize that the love that I had with my ex wasn't even real love. Okay? So you're not going to find that guy if you keep staying where you're not loved. Okay? You're not. That's the best advice I can give you, is to go where you're loved. There's women that are so beautiful that you might see as so beautiful, and there's a man out there that would treat them like crap. Look at Shakira. Look at Beyonce. I don't know their whole situation, but I'm saying there are women out there that are gorgeous, and there's men that have the audacity to not treat them like a princess. Sometimes men don't even fathom. It's like they're stupid. They don't understand your worth. But instead of trying to explain to someone what your worth is, go to the person that already knows it, that already knows how to treat you. And of course, there's times to forgive. So I don't know their situation, as I said before, and there's probably reasons why they have forgiven. Why some women have forgiven. Jay-Z is rich, so. But at the end of the day, you don't know how Jay-Z, for example, has like what he has done to try to make amends. But I want to say, go where you are loved. Don't explain to nobody your worth. Because there's like, I've had like complete opposite reactions from men. And I don't take it as like, oh, because I'm not beautiful. There was this one guy that was trying to date me, and he was like, oh, I don't really give flowers like that. Okay, no problem. You won't have to give flowers, because you won't have to give me nothing, because I won't talk to you. And there's men that have tried to date me that have brought flowers every single date. It didn't change my value one bit. The only difference was that man did not know how to treat me, or he did not see my worth. Doesn't mean I wasn't worth anything. It means he did not see the worth in me. And I'm not going to even elaborate anymore, because you need to understand your worth and go where you are valued. If you feel like you're valued by not getting taken on dates, having to ask someone repeatedly to pay for your hair, to pay for... If you have to do all of that and you still there, at that point, I don't think I can help you. There's no advice I can give you, because you're even the best advice will not work on that man. It will not work. It will not work, and you'll waste your time and you'll waste your years instead of just finding someone that is willing to do all of that for you. This advice doesn't, do you know what this advice works on? Even if you watch a whole bunch of YouTubers, the advice that all of us give is not going to work on a man that does not see the worth in you. It's not. So if you're going to want to take the advice, you need to find the right man. The man that sees the worth in you. And you know how those men normally act? They normally open doors. They normally are already trying to take you on a date. Those men are already doing certain things for you. The only thing that you might have to be like, okay, babe, I need you to do this for me, or I need you to do this certain thing for me. That's the only difference. The men that you're giving the attention to should already be a man that wants to do things for you. So that is the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Any questions that you have, please leave them down below. I can't even be the right guide to you if I don't even know what your questions are. I need to know where your head's at, okay? So if you have something that you want to say, you can leave it down below. Most likely, I always try to make a video or I try to respond to you. I've had people reach out to me on Instagram. My Instagram is going to be in the description as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.